Phil Graber with This Is Crazy Inspiration and Life Coaching. Today, I'm making another Just Laugh segment. All right, so there's endless hilarious stories about teaching, being a teacher, or whatever. This happened my very first year, and I swear to you, I almost quit teaching. I was almost done immediately. So I was teaching world history and economics. World history is a sophomore class. Full class filled with sophomores, 40 kids, who knows. I got a German exchange student. Now, my grandparents are from Germany, like born in Germany. And I spoke some German, took 4 years in high school, another year in college, 2 semesters in college. Speak a little German, enough to wander around in Germany, look in German, and get away with it for a minute. So me and the German kid are all right. He's kind of a jerk, if I'm being honest. But whatever. So later in the semester, all the girls love this kid. I don't know, good looking kid, right? Speaks German. They love his accent or whatever. So one day I'm busy teaching. Students have a tendency to ask questions somewhat randomly whenever it is they think of something they want to ask. Suddenly they raise their hand, they ask it. It's super annoying because I always anticipate them being into what I'm teaching, and that's almost never the case. So girl raises her hand. Mr. B, if I wanted to be an exchange student to like England, do I need to learn the language? And I just looked at her. As a teacher, sometimes you want to go like, I'm sorry, you're dumb. Like you want to say mean things. You don't though. I don't, at least other teachers might. I don't. I just looked at her and I said, no, they speak English in England. She says, oh, so I don't have to learn the language? And I just looked at her again. They speak English in England. At this point, her friend decided to hop in and gas her. She was like, duh, of course you got to learn the language. Now at this point, I'm just terrified. I'm in fight or flight mode. I'm not sure what to do at all. One of the mistakes teachers make sometimes is just repeating yourself slower and louder as if that will suddenly spark understanding. So I just looked at him again. They speak English in England. And she was just looking at me with that look of like, I don't get it at all. So now I dig deep and I decide, all right, let me try a new strategy. So I looked at her, I said, you speak English. They speak English. And she just went, oh, and like nodded like she did understand, but it was obvious she did not understand. Meanwhile, then I look over at the German kid and he's just sitting there like, I'm sure in his head, he's like, you guys beat us in World War II? How is that even possible? I was confused myself. It was shocking in that moment. The lesson is, you have no idea sometimes what people's level of understanding is or how their minds are putting information together. You got no clue what's going on. I sure as heck didn't. I didn't understand why she didn't connect that they speak English in England and she speaks English, and she just could not put that information together. But sometimes that's the case. We often run around thinking, oh, they'll get it because I get it. No. Let me tell you clearly as a teacher, that's not the case. So to recap, they speak English in England. If you want to be an exchange student there, you don't need to learn any language because you already know it. Phil Graber with This Is Crazy and another Just Laugh video. Hope you're having a great time. Much love. Peace.